Very interesting. Welcome back to another episode of Cuisine TV, where we quiz the cuisine. That's right, we quiz the cuisine. And today I am so excited to try this next cuisine. Something I've never tried before, but something I've been recommended 1,000,001 times. This week, I go for Ghanaian cuisine. And having friends from Ghana, from the west of Africa, they are very proud of their cuisine. And so you should be, right? Every country is proud of the food that their country provides or their cuisine that they have. And Ghana is no different. But what can I expect from Ghanaian food? That's the question. And I've done my research. Essentially, we're looking at starchy food, or the staple of Ghanaian cuisine is from starchy food. So whether it's rice, whether it's yam, whether it's cassava, whether it's beans, and usually it's served with a sauce, and that is your Ghanaian cuisine staple. But that's not all. There is a plethora of different types of food and dishes and plates that you can have wherever you are in Ghana. Doesn't matter what region, doesn't matter kind of south or north or whatever, whether it's on the street side, whether it's somebody's home, loads and loads of variation. And that's what I love about cuisines. And that's what Ghanaian cuisine provides you. But one may ask, what is the thing I'm looking forward to the most? And I'll tell you, having friends from Western Africa, having friends from just Africa in general, one of the biggest causes of arguments is who has the best jollof rice? And that, I hope, is something that we get to try today. That's enough about the food, that's enough about the background. I need to order the food. I'm going to order it from a place called Accra Palace, which is in Hackney. I run past this place every single time I do a long run. I'm always looking and thinking, oh, I need to try this place. So today, I'm going to do exactly that. So we're going to order there. I'm going to order some great food, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, so we start our meal with something very popular in Ghana. Whenever you're, in the streets of Accra or any of the Ghanaian cities, you're most likely to find a grilled fish. And this fish is tilapia. So what we have for us is tilapia, which has been spiced, grilled, and I mean, it's massive. Literally, look at the size of it. And alongside with that, we've got something called banku. Now, what is banku? Well, banku looks like pounded yam, but essentially it's fermented corn with cassava dough, and it's built together like this kind of doughy-like consistency, and that's served with really hot pepper sauce. And I'm going to be honest with you, this looks and smells ridiculously hot. The pepper sauce smells hot, so you know it's gonna be hot. Essentially, this is something that you'd find, on coastal regions of Ghana, very popular, especially the banku. And as you can imagine, coastal regions normally have really good kind of fish dishes. So we're gonna get stuck in and try the banku with tilapia. So I'm gonna go in with hands. So let's see. So they garnish with onions and tomato as well. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get some fish, which is nice and flaky. Let's get a bit of this pounded cassava and I guess let's have some of this chili. So let's try this. Ooh, let's give this a go. Oh, remember it's a whole fish, so you don't want any of the bones. Wow, that is so good. When I tell you that chili sauce. Now, one thing I didn't actually mention, that the hot pepper sauce, we've got two variations. One, which is quite, I guess, oily and thick, a lot of chili denseness. I feel like it's like a paste, like a chili paste, really dense. And then the other is a refreshing tomato Scotch bonnet pepper sauce, something that I would really have with a lot of the dishes that I normally have. So that's very, very nice. That mixed with the tilapia, very flaky, very flagrant, grilled fish. I mean, you can't go wrong. Nicely spiced, you can't go wrong. And this banku, this kind of pounded yam lookalike, I'm gonna be honest, it smells a bit pungent, but with all of the elements, tastes phenomenal. The texture of it, not dense, not too dense, quite soft, so actually a little bit doughy. It's not as stretchy, but it's so good. I mean, this is a great dish. So now we move on to another dish, a very popular dish, which originated from the north of Ghana, but now is popular everywhere in the main cities. You can find it everywhere in Accra, and in the main kind of street side vendors will sell this. What we have is, apologies again to all our African subscribers, Ghanaian subscribers. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher the name, but the wake is rice, some beans cooked in like a melting pot of various different flavors, and usually it's served with like a side of maybe plantain or maybe kind of grated cassava, spaghetti, avocado. So they've got like a various kind of different side dishes that they serve with it. Here, I think somewhere embedded in this is actually plantain. It looks quite good. It looks packed full of flavor. You can tell by the color of something if there's got enough flavor or not. This definitely looks like it's got a lot of flavor. So we're gonna dig right into this. I've got my spoon this time. We're not gonna use a fork. Got my spoon. So let's get a good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. One thing I noticed, Ghanaians look like they like spice. Quite spicy, very nice. The beans in it actually gives it a little bit of smoothness. The rice is brown rice, so it's quite soft, and then the beans gives it that kind of softness to it as well, so it's quite smooth. Really good, texture is really nice, flavors are good. I get that taste of like palm oil as well. So you got that essence of palm oil, lots of different spices. You know, very nice. And I can imagine this, you know, the side of some meats or something like that. Yeah, very good rice dish. No traditional kind of foodie list of Ghanaian food would be complete without this next item. Usually served as a snack or street side. Can be found all across Ghana and many kind of Ghanaian restaurants as a staple side dish or a staple snack. We have, and again, apologies for butchering the name, but the Kelewele. And what is that? Well, if you don't like plantain, you're going to end up loving it here, because what this is soft plantain, which has been marinated, pre-soaked in like a medley of peppers, garlic, ginger, and then it's deep fried, and you get this beautifully soft plantain pieces with a nice kind of char to it as well. Very appealing. I love plantain, sweet, I like savoury. We're gonna dig in. So let's get a piece. Let me tell you something. This could be potentially the best plantain I've ever tasted. It is so good. All of those infused flavors from beforehand, you know, you can taste elements of that to go with this deep fried plantain. It is delicious. Previously, we've had plantain that has been kind of soaked from like Colombian food. It was like kind of soaked in this nice kind of sweet sauce. This is very different. It's just reliant on its marinade to come through, and it has soaked up all of those flavors. So you get a little bit of the sweetness of the plantain, but you get that bold, peppery, garlicky, ginger taste of it. This is delicious. Finally, we move on to the dish that causes arguments at any family gathering, any kind of African household. We move on to the jollof rice. Now, This is a very proud topic for most Africans. Originated in Senegal and Gambia, jollof rice has basically, is a staple in every single African country. They've got their own variation of jollof. This time around, we are trying Ghanaian jollof. And the biggest kind of rivalry between Ghana and Nigeria, whose jollof is the best jollof. And we're fortunate enough to have tried Nigerian jollof already. We've got a QIQ, a Cuisine in Quarantine jollof rice that we made. We also tried original Nigerian jollof, delicious. We're now going to try Ghanaian jollof. Very, very interesting topic. But what's the main difference? What's the main difference between a Nigerian jollof and the Ghanaian jollof, which we're about to try? Well, the first thing that you notice with Ghanaian jollof is the fact that it's made with a different rice. So it's made with a more starchy rice. Not the long grain that you see from Nigerian jollof. This is more basmati rice or jasmine rice, something like that. The second thing that you notice is that it's not as deep red color as you would get from a Nigerian jollof. And the reason for that is for Ghanaian jollof, originally, they use warmer spices. So your clove, stuff like that. Whereas with Nigerian jollof, you're using more pungent, kind of strong chili Scotch bonnet. So this is going to be very interesting. So we're going to try the Ghanaian jollof. So, straight away you can tell it's a little bit different. Interesting. Very interesting. You can tell the difference straight away. Generally, what we've tried, Ghanaian food has been quite spicy. This one, you can tell the spice is a little bit toned down. It's basically, as I said, that warm spices. So, you got your clove in there, you got your cardamom in there. So it's not as sharp. So it kind of sinks in a little bit. And the rice is starchy. They kind of clunk up a little bit. And the texture of the rice obviously is a little bit more finer because they've used a different type of rice. It's nice, don't get me wrong. It's very, very nice. But different, but very different. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to say who's better, Nigerian or Ghanaian, but we've tried both. We liked and loved both jollof rices. Oh my god. What a great cuisine. I'm absolutely stuffed. Such a great spread, such nice, flavoursome, wholesome food. I really enjoyed the food. As I mentioned way back when at the beginning of the video, I expected it to be quite heavy, and it was, but honestly the flavors for some of the food was sensational. I mean, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm not a massive fan of cassava. I don't think it smells great, and I was a little bit skeptical, but honestly, when you have it in unison with everything, it just went so well together. Banku tilapia, I mean, the plate was humongous. I had to share that plate afterwards. Was very good. And I tell you, honestly speaking, tilapia was cooked beautifully. Banku was definitely better than I expected. Definitely better than I expected. But you know what the showstopper was? And I know I've said it a few times in different videos, but that chili sauce or that hot pepper sauce may have been one of the best I've ever tasted. It was that good. And when you mix it together, just that niceness of having it with your hands, it was amazing. Great street food side, the Kelewele was unbelievable as well. And so was the wake. It was all so good. I'm glad we got to try some of the most popular Ghanaian dishes. But we move on to the jollof rice. It was good. it was very, very good. Different, very different to what I've been used to, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. It's very different. So if I'm feeling a certain way or I want a certain type of jollof, I definitely got a good variation. It's not a case of, oh no, you know, Nigerian jollof and Ghanaian jollof are the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. I don't know if I can say what my favorite is without it being a political answer. But my preference is probably... Nah, I'm not gonna mention it. I'm not gonna mention it. We need to abstain from any political questions, and that's what we do at Cuisine. So I'm not gonna answer it, but just as good as everything else. And what a wonderful, wonderful meal. Right, so I hope you liked this video on Ghanaian cuisine, and if you did, you know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cuisine TV. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, so make sure you follow us there as well for specific content. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. If you have any ideas or any places that you feel like we should try, any cuisines that you feel like we haven't tried and we should try, make sure you hit us up. Drop us a DM, drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. But yeah, until next time, bye.